Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided to do something a little different. I know that a lot of people are getting into Middle Earth recently, and buying Middle Earth miniatures is not, well, the amount of miniatures you sometimes need to buy is not cheap. Depending on which army you choose. If you choose like Iron Hills, you're going to be spending quite a bit of moolah. So obviously, if you're starting out, you haven't got any terrain, buy your miniatures. How much money you got left over for terrain? So I thought I'd throw in a couple of things that are nice, cheap, easy to build, don't cost a lot, and bang, you've got some terrain. So in this video we're going to be building some paper terrain. Big shout out to davesgames.net, that's where I've got these from. The two I'm building currently in this video are free, so they cost nothing apart from the ink you use to print them and the paper you print them on. You can print them on paper or paper card. I've used paper because I'm cheap. However, the paper card will be a lot more sturdier. So you'll call what you choose to use. Paper works just as well. Two we'll be covering today are his hovel and his coach house. The hovel is a nice little simple, small little house. You've probably seen them in my videos before. I use them quite a lot actually. They were definitely in Escape from Lake Town, because they were substituting in for my Lake Town houses. And they're the really little ones. The bigger ones, the coach houses, they are multi-layered, and what that means is if you've got like Adobe Acrobat on PC or any other common PDF viewer, you can actually, it comes with a multi-layered version, so you can adjust the layers, and if you want brickwork instead of woodwork or stonework on the walls, you can have that. And I've printed off a stonework one. I personally think it looks just as good as the woodwork one. The woodwork one comes as standard with everything else on it, and you can take stuff off. You can have no chimney on your house. You can have no little window in your house. You can take all the windows off and just have like a barn or whatever. But yeah, so we'll come back when we start building. So here we are guys. These are the two houses we're going to be building today. As I said in the intro, if you're new to Middle Earth gaming and you want some nice, easy, cheap terrain, this is nice, quick and easy to knock out. You just have to glue it together and it's done. These little houses, they're called the hovels, I believe. They're available on Dave's website, davesgames.net. They're free, just like the bigger coach house, and it's a nice little house. I've got a couple finished ones, but I don't think I'll be able to grab those just yet. But we'll go for when these are finished. I'm going to cut the whole thing out. Obviously you'll need to fold these bits, which we will do as we go. That's the little base for all this one, and it is 28mm compatible. And these wooden slats, at first I didn't know what to do with them, but you do fold them over as well. And the same with this one. Obviously they've got little copyright marks. Distribution is prohibited, but permission is granted for personal use only. But yeah, it comes with the ground floor, comes with the roofs, comes with the sides, and the front and back. So I'm going to cut all these up and then come back to you. So there we are, that's all cut up. The whole three pieces for the little hovel, and then the base, the walls, the chimney, the roofs, and the dormer. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go fold all of the creases. The hovel, got to fold this little wooden bit over so it's underneath. I'm also going to glue that straight on. Got my Pritt stick. Same with this roof, folding this bit over as well, and we should be ready to start putting together. So I'm going to do all the folding and come out. Right, so after what feels like hours folding, everything's folded. So I've got the hovel ready, roofs all glued and folded. I've got all the bits and the two roofs for this one folded because they were nice and easy. Yeah. Now these all go together pretty self-explanatory. So it's all written on it. Affix upper roof, affix northern wall, affix southern wall, etc, etc. I'm not going to go too much into what goes where, why and how. It can all be figured out. Just follow the instructions and you're fine. So I'm going to put these little bits together fully because they're nice and easy. I'm going to glue the hobble together. I'm going to glue all the bits to the base and come back when I've done and take you from there. Right then, so I have assembled the small house apart from the roof. I've just got to put that on now. So, but as you can see, I've glued it down at the bottom. So now all I've got to do is glue those bits up and then just, for the most part, just sit it on top. And that'll be that house complete. This one, it's obviously a much bigger task. I've decided to go the route of gluing it down on the bottom first. I've made sure to glue it correctly so that I can just lift up and attach as I glue. That's obviously a second level bit. So when I glue this bit up and that bit up, that bit goes in there nicely. And that's there to support the lower roof. And then I've got the two roofs. That's the top roof, that's the lower roof. You can tell that's the lower roof. Yep. Let's get it right, that's the lower roof because it's not got a bit there, so that bit will sit there. These bits are meant to overhang a little bit. So when I glue the roofs down, I'll glue them with a little bit of overhang. That's why that's starting to be like that. And then I've got my chimney and me dorm, or dormer as it's called. But yeah, so I'm going to glue the four walls together, glue the roof on this little boy, and I'll come back. Okay guys, so as you can see the bulk of that's done. That's looking really good. Better than my last one actually, although probably need to top up that wall. But on the whole, I'm really liking how this is turning out. Now the hard bit, because I've done this bit, so as you can see I put that extra bit on. I've now got to put the roofs on. So that one has to go up there. That one has to go right there. Oh, and yeah, done that one as well. So I'm going to put that one to one side because I don't need that right now. But yeah, so I've got to put the roofs on. They're a bit of a pain because right now, that one's got to go there. That one's got to go there. And for the most part, I can't get in behind them. So it's a case of making sure I put enough glue on and just hoping for some luck that it's going to stick. But I'm going to get that done and I'll come back. Right, so we're almost at the end. I've got the roofs on. They've actually gone really well. This is probably the best house I've had so far, which makes me very happy. I've got another 2 or 3 of these. But now I'm going to attach this. That will be going right there. That'll be going on top of it. And as you can see by the bottom, it'll be going that way out. And then I'll be attaching that to there and that's done. The only bit I'll do after that is a personal bit. So with the other ones I've got, even though it looks mostly flat at the moment, these edges will frail up. So I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of card and I've literally just cut up a cereal box. There you go, Fruit and Fibre, Harvest Moon, from Aldi, nice and cheap. I'm just going to glue it to that. I'll obviously cut up the card to the right size, but yeah, I'm just going to literally glue it to that, bang. The edges shouldn't come up anymore, and if they do I can re-glue them down. So I'm going to get those glued on, I'm going to cut that up, glue it down, then I'll come back to you at the end. Right, so there we have it guys. As you can see, a lovely little house, looks really good. But the main event, the big house, I'll admit, this is the best house I've done so far. And I actually got really lucky with this because, as you can see on the base, there is a little bit of cobblestone where the gate should be for the coach. When I glued it down, I didn't actually plan where I was putting it, so I was just gluing it down, so I got actually quite lucky. Make sure you put the right bit on the right bit. Probably need to attack it with a little bit more glue in places, but it's done. I'm happy. I've carded the bottom, so Hopefully the edges aren't going to frail up like they did on my other ones. Only time will tell. But that is the completed house. Chimney's on, dormers on. I'm really happy with that. I'll come back in post. So there you have it, guys. That's the finished houses. As I can say, this one is the best one I've probably done to date. I can obviously see there's a little more glue I need to put on around, but other than that, I'm really happy with this one. It looks the best. As you remember, I stuck a bit of card to the bottom to stop the edges from flaying up. Really happy with that. That's a nice, easy, cheap bit of terrain, nice and light. It's going to do the job nicely on future tables. So yeah, link will be in the description down below. There's plenty of other terrain to get. I'm going to be going into his medieval section soon. And I'm going to be buying and printing a load of his other bits. He's got bridges, he's got loads of other little bits, as well as other houses, bigger houses. There's like 3 or 4 tier houses. It all looks fantastic. And a lot of it, again, is multi-layered, so I can make a table of stonework, a table of woodwork, a table of brickwork. So I'm looking forward to doing that. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that like button. Comment down below if you've got something you want to see built before you buy it and print it. Comment down below. I'll get in there, I'll buy it, I'll print it, I'll throw it on the channel and you can see what it looks like, how it builds. But yeah, I'll catch you up next time. Bye.